Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wellbeing Wednesday. And today I'm being joined by Daren Elsley, who is the founder and runs a fantastic company called Bollox. And I have to say, just before we start, I never really thought that I would be on Wellbeing Wednesday talking bollocks, but I'm really excited about this. Daren, welcome. How did it all come about?
Well, my journey started, and by actually one of my best friends died of cancer when he was 40. I've known him all of my life since I was about 8 years old. So, and we were very, very close for all those years. And so I would regard him as one of my best friends. But he basically had bowel cancer, and probably because he didn't catch it quick enough. Through a multitude of things, fear of not wanting to go to the hospital, probably not dealing with the signs and symptoms early enough. So when he was diagnosed, it was actually secondary cancer. So that was when he was 38. So I saw him go through his journey till he died of cancer when he was just after our 40th birthday. So after Peter died, I did a few charity bike rides, which I think most people, when they have a death in someone they know, they do something for charity. Yeah. But during that bike ride, I knew that I wouldn't probably carry on doing charity bike rides or charity events. Yeah. So for me, I just thought we would love to have a brand which would consistently raise awareness for cancer. So it wasn't. Peter didn't die of a men's cancer, effectively. It was bowel cancer. But nevertheless, anyway, I was doing this bike ride. So it kind of like the word, I always use the word bollocks. And I just thought, oh my God, that's just a great name to go on a pair of underwear. I always use the word bollocks. I think it's a great word. You can have fun with it. It can be a bit more serious. And I think it's not an offensive word. I didn't think it was offensive, so, but nevertheless, it would deliver a really important message. And every time you put up a pair of boxer shorts with the word bollocks on it, either you or your partner would say, oh, why don't you check yourself? But like, you'd see it in the washing machine, you see it in your drawer. But I didn't want it to be a gimmicky either. I didn't want it to be a silly brand. And the word bollocks could so easily become a silly brand. So I've always been conscious to make it a quality. I want it to be really good quality underwear. Yeah. So people would buy another pair and keep it as their mainstay for their boxer shorts.
And also, when you send them out, you send a leaflet out as well, don't you?
Yeah, in the whole the fundamental reason for the boxer shorts is to raise awareness. So in every single pack, there's a little leaflet which explains the signs and symptoms of the 3 men's cancers, which is obviously penile, testicular, and prostate cancer. And it covers all those. So we donate 10% of our profits to a charity, which makes me feel really nice that we're giving back to the charities. We don't align it with any particular charity, but as our relationships develop with different charities, then we donate, depending on how successful our month or year's been. Yeah. So, but the most important part of it is that checking yourself, and guys should really be checking. April is testicular month awareness, and guys should be checking themselves once a month. So it'd be great if, I'll say, on the first of every month is check not just check your balls, but just check your body. Yeah. So if we should, it's a shame we can't get into that kind of mindset. That the first of the month, when you're having a shower, check your balls and check yourself, and be aware of your body, be aware of how you feel. And
can I just interrupt there, because I was recently on a networking meeting with you, and you did a presentation, and it was amazing the number of men on the networking meeting that you got to stand up, put their back to the camera, put their hands down their trousers, and actually check themselves. And I was majorly impressed. I have to say, the ladies were just sat there with tomatoes or just looking a bit embarrassed. My tomatoes were straight out the fridge and rock solid, so there wasn't a lot of sort of squeezing going on, I've got to be honest. But I just think it's absolutely incredible that you just got all those guys to just stand up and just check themselves.
I think yeah, it may well have been the first virtual testicular cancer check. So it should actually go in the Guinness Book of Records as the first one. So I think there was about 20 guys on the call. But you know, it'd be cool if we could do a much bigger one. If there was a bigger event, you know, maybe next April, which if we can get 10,000 guys to do it, you know, just to all stand up and do it together. But I think if especially with men's health, men's cancers, if you make it too serious, people twitch off because they don't.
Yeah.
You've got to get that right balance between serious and fun, because it is bollocks can be a fun. You can have fun with it, with the word, until you get cancer. Then it's not funny, you know. So you can cross lots of boundaries, and I find when I talk about the brand, I make friends really quickly. You know, and because you just get on at a great level, and they go, "Oh my God, you're Mr. Bollocks." Yep, and then we just talk we just talk frankly. No one actually knows my name. It's just Mr. Bollocks. So I know what's going to be on my gravestone. So yeah, and you just resonate. You have a great conversation, and I've met when we've done events, I've met lots of people who've just come up and went, "Oh my God, that's such a cool name," and they actually start telling me about their problems or issues they've had. I had one lady come up to me and say, could I have a brand called Bollock rather than Bollocks, because her husband's only got one testicle. And so and he's like, oh, thanks for telling him that. but it's lovely. You get some really good conversations going, which again is half the battle. One lady didn't know how to sort of approach her sons about not just about men's health, but about hygiene and sex and obviously men's health. So she brought she brought 3 sons. She brought them all a pair of boxer shorts for Christmas, and during the Christmas day they had just a chin wag about bollocks. They just spoke about all the things that she wanted to get that conversation started. And as we spoke about before, getting the conversation started is half the battle, because once you've had the conversation, it's in there, and obviously the leaflet, they can go upstairs, you know, try on their boxer shorts, they read the leaflet, and you know, if hopefully it'll save lives, and people won't have to go through what people went through.
It definitely will, and I'll be getting a pair for my son with the leaflet. And I had a look at your website actually, and you sold out of pajamas, the shorts pajamas. So I'm gonna have to wait for them to come in.
They're on their way. There's lots of issues with supply and demand at the moment, but we've got this year is going to be an exciting year. We've got all new colours coming. We've got new styles.
Brilliant.
So we've invested quite a lot in the brand, because it is beginning to resonate and get out there. And like I say, for me, we can sell 1 million pairs of boxer shorts, and that's 1 million guys are all been slightly more aware than they were before they had them.
And so that's absolutely wonderful. I really admire what you're doing. And thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to put a link in the comments to your website. And listen, people out there, if you want to check your bollocks, if you want to talk bollocks, Daren's your guy. Just check out his website, check out his leaflets, and please keep checking regularly. Take care. Thank you.
Nice to talk to you. Take care.